Social media can have many positive effects on our society. However, it may have more negative effects on our society and the social skills that we possess. For some, social media is a wonderful way to stay in contact with friends and family. For others, social media has clouded the ability to communicate face to face. First, I will discuss the positive effects of social media on our society. The first thing that is positive about social media is that it allows us to stay in contact with one another if you're not near each other. For example, I have two sisters. One lives in Nashville, one lives in New York, and it is difficult to stay in contact with them on a day-to-day basis. So without having to make an hour-long phone call and put the time aside, social media does allow you to communicate without having to spend a lot of time doing it. The next positive of social media on society is for businesses. I think that it allows new businesses to promote themselves for free via Facebook or Twitter just by sending out a quick tweet or a quick Facebook message promoting what they have happening within their business. The last thing is I believe that it's capable of teaching. Personally, I really enjoy the how-to videos on Facebook. You know, this is kind of a small example, but I enjoy seeing like new things that you never would have thought, like how to make something cool that you've never seen before, or how to cook something, or how to make a drink. I really enjoy those. And then you can kind of expand your horizon with that too and see what else other people are doing out there. So the positive of social media, unfortunately, also comes along with some negatives, which I think are a little bit overpowering. So the negative effects on social media include dependability. People just depend on social media so much for interaction that they've forgotten how to communicate face to face, which I think is a difficult thing to overcome too. If you've fallen into that range of that's how you've decided that you're going to communicate, it's difficult to get out of that and to reform the ability to communicate with somebody in person. Next, I think it's decreased awareness. So many times I've been driving and I look over and I see someone just sitting there scrolling through Instagram as if that's a necessary time to be doing that. It's just like taken over that person's life that they can't even drive without looking through social media. And also just pedestrians even, just like walking with their heads down, texting or on their social media and not seeing that they just almost got hit by a car. That's definitely another negative effect of social media. And the last thing that I think this is one of the most important things is the decreased body image of people, especially with young girls in the society growing up looking at social media every single day, seeing that this is what they're supposed to look like and this is what they look like, and it makes them have a low self-esteem, and they just it's overall just not good for the young girls in society now. But the main area that I think has been affected by social media is communication. Face-to-face communication is quickly deteriorating. People depend on texting to solve their issues. I know personally I have some friends that, like, if we get in an argument or something and we're face-to-face for an hour and a half and they just don't say anything, and then once they leave, they'll text me and say, oh, hey, sorry about this, because that's just the easier way to sit behind your phone and apologize and just fix the problem that way, not actually have to face-to-face decide, like, this is what I'm going to say and kind of take what comes at you after that. Like, you don't have time to develop a response. You can't take an hour to reply to somebody when you're talking face-to-face, which I think is important to have that quick communication skill, and we're losing it as a society. Less people make phone calls now than just sending a quick text. Sometimes people send a quick text and then you have to wait an hour for a response. It's like it wasn't really the point of that. I call people if I have like something quick to say. I don't just send a text. I'll just call them really quick and say, hey, I'm going to be there in 20 minutes. Sorry, I'm late. Like, so they understand that this is my message and I'm just getting to you really quick. And I know that they've heard it and understand, and then I can move on. I don't have to wait for a text message back from them for a full hour. So I think that it is important that every person works every day to ensure the art of their own personal conversation. I think conversation is absolutely an art, and it's getting lost behind social media and texting. And so in conclusion, social media, like anything else, has been positive and negative effects. Utilizing social media for the positive aspects of it is absolutely acceptable and encouraged. It is important as a society that we do not allow social media to be our only form of communication and lose the art of face-to-face conversation.